So we have a 1 cube left in us.
16 phantom points. We've almost destroyed all value.
Almost. We've almost converted all of our phantom points into Urza's packs.
This is a slow process.
I don't remember if Pincus is in the cube or not. I know she's in normal cube. I don't know if she's in the legacy cube.
I don't think so. I don't think in this cube. I haven't seen it, guys. Anyway, we're going to the play lobby, and we are going to the holiday cube. Uh,
Intelligence cube.
cube, and this one.
We're gonna play against Caillou and Triac.
Yeah, sure.
Galdrian.
Galdrian.
Some kind of elf.
That's an elf name.
That's What ho, she-elf! Galadriad of the Ivory Woods!
What's
Ah,
Caillou then? Intelligence cube.
wait, Caillou is like a children's show.
Though? I'm.
What was that freaking thing called? Is it just Caillou? Show.
I have no idea what you're
Okay, it's
thinking of.
spelled wrong. It's spelled Caillou. It's a Canadian kid show. Oh, there's
Okay.
Jace. Have we been Jace in a while?
I don't think we've been Jace in a while, no. There's natural order if I want to be that sort of dumb.
Natural Order. There's Frantic Search and a Goblin Electromancer.
Yeah. I think Jace is the pretty, let's say, standard, let's say, powerful, let's say it's Jace.
I'd say stupid ass card I hate, but respect the power of
Mm-hmm.
Jace. The game grinds to a halt as your opponent draws dead for the next million turns and cannot do anything.
I'm
And
fine with
as
this.
your draws are perfect forever because you can brainstorm whenever you want. You zoop miracles in and out of your hand and zoop a doop doo.
I love natural order, but I don't think I can pick natural order pick one without having any support for it. Like, it's extremely strong, but I've seen colors just dry up that hard, and to like pass Jace for that sounds
Like the recall we picked last pack.
Grizzlebrand.
There's the Grizzard, there's the Duck, who is actually in the cube, it turns
Yeah,
out.
here's the duck. I honestly I haven't seen him in a while, like ever.
I don't know how good he is. We know how good Bolus and Grizzlebrand are, but
Yeah,
there's also Grim Monolith and Ravages
was
of War.
war. Deck.
Getting after a walker is a classic play, but there's also the Duck.
He draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards. I mean, that's a good loot.
That's a good loot. It's also like everybody plays artifacts in this format. Like
Yeah,
everybody. Have we faced an opponent who has not played a Signet yet?
yeah.
Thalodel
Steals artifacts.
steals artifacts. Yeah. It's a mock stealer.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it because I haven't played. I think I would pick Grizzlebrand in a like a unknown zone, but
It's Obliterator after Reanimate right after it. We fires Fire and Ice, there's Delver, we can abandon the duck and go right into Reanimate. Or we can pick Fire and Ice.
well, that's not even abandoning the duck. Like he's a looter.
True. Red is not the color you want to be in for Reanimator though.
It's fine with splash though.
I splash the duck.
I like fire ice.
Fire Ice is strong. Yeah, Dictron wanted this to be uh, Goblin Guide Rushdown.
There's absolutely no way I would pick Goblin Guide with these two as my first ones because this is completely counter to what these 2 cards do.
They are
Like,
they are like completely at odds. Like turn one Goblin Guide, turn two Monarch into deck Fate.
yeah, like okay. Yeah, those two are completely at odds, and I'm fine picking up fire ice here. Even Delver would be cool on the wheel, but you know,
Delver is hard to get to work in limited because
memory
the beauty
lapse, solemn simulacrum.
there's lapse, there's seething saw. It's either sad sack or memory lapse or Kira.
Yeah,
Kira is a bit sad because it says creature on it.
yeah. Man, if that was just permanent, that would be too good, though.
It'd be amazing.
Solemn seems alright.
Solemn prepping for goblin poop.
Yes.
Or we can pick memory lapse.
I like prepping for the Pope. Prep Pope, Pope prep.
Yeah, the prepping pope, protect pope.
Prep for the Pope. Uh, Seething song. Oh, is my.
Oh, you sound fine to me. I don't hear
That's
any rumor
weird.
about. You dropped 91 frames, I guess. Well, there's a sword here.
There's a sword here, there's a Venser here.
There's
There's
top.
top. I almost like top.
Top? Do we not respect Sword of Feast and Famine? I think it's the weakest of the swords, and either light and
Like,
shadow,
no,
maybe?
it's definitely not the weakest. I put it at like number 2 as far as strength goes. Like right behind War and Peace, more than likely.
So
Um,
either top or sword. What kind of deck are we feeling?
Sword's probably okay. I don't like. Are we a sword deck? That's better. A better question.
Is a deck with creatures a sword deck?
Do we
Or
have
do
creatures?
we have a creature? Or do we want the top? Pick the top
I'm
if you
picking the
feel safe
top.
with the top.
I'm picking the top because that's a different plan. Oh man,
Pick a sword later.
empty the warrens, faithless looting, Chandra.
Do we want Chandra or do we want looting?
I'm sitting here almost looking at empty the warrens like a jackass, but
We'll pick it then. We can be a storm deck in these colors. That seething song will come back.
yeah,
That gutter sniping seething song will come back. There's this pyromancer as like a weird walker.
I, I don't think it's weird. I think you're the one. Like I disagree. I guess is the way I would
I
put it.
Yeah.
This card is
I just
incredibly strong.
There's also wasteland. People are pointing out.
Let's take the walker, and we'll have our pile of walkers ready, and then we'll
Yeah,
get
we
empty the
have our
warrens on the
prerequisite
back.
3 walkers, and now we just make the deck around that.
Firebolt,
Firebolt or Splash for Shadow Mage Infiltrator
infiltrator, or memory
or
jar.
Memory Jar. Do we want Memory Jar?
You know
Can
what?
we make use of Memory
You
Jar?
know what? I'm gonna try.
You're just passing up on Firebolt too. Firebolt is strong but also weak, so it's okay.
It's a good removal spell.
Yeah. You want to just pick it then, or do we want to go for the Memory Jar? Can we make use of the Memory Jar is the more important question. Trevor wants us to pick Finkel.
I'm gonna
That is
pick.
not Finkel. That is wrong art.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the jar, and then we'll see. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Molten
Um,
Tail. I don't think we can support Molten Tail. It's either that or Jackal Pup. Or do you want to steal that fucking Pelucranos?
yeah, just like steal one of those, or even like one of the
Dragon,
you know,
maybe.
Trigon shows up again, so that we have something
How
cool
do
to
we
do.
deal with Pelucranos if we don't pick it?
Uh, we don't bounce it with Jace.
Just repeatedly bounce it with Jace until Jace dies.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal it.
Card is unreasonable.
Give me frantic search. Natural order still showing and kicking.
You want to try it?
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
Oh, your frantic search. Okay, you're trying.
I'm trying a
Uh,
different thing.
Solidel is playable.
Yeah, I'm trying a different thing. Uh, I guess I take the Goblin Guide.
Or do we Kate or one of those something else? I don't know.
Nah.
Okay.
You see where this is going.
I see this going into what happened last time we made a storm deck, finger quotes.
Well, the problem is I don't actually think I'm gonna get the empty the Warrens in the next pick. Faithless Looting, yeah.
Okay, so now we take out like Seething Song and just have this going on.
Yeah, Containment Priest, sure.
I want to see Wormcoil Engine. It's been so long since we played with Wormcoil Engine, and I love that guy. I love Wormcoil Engine so much.
As do I. So, yes, somebody else is flat in our colors, and that's annoying. Like, the Empty the Warrens didn't make it, and somebody grabbed the Electromancer. Yeah, absolutely. With the Craterhoof Behemoth being passed around, that's kind of unreasonable.
Well, then we need to find out where we are and get there.
Non-token.
Not token.
Soul Ring?
Sol Ring or Titan, or hell, even Vidalcan Shackles.
Yeah,
That's a bit of a risky take, though. The Vidalcan Shackles are.
I don't like that. I like the Soul Ring. I like the Titan as well, but I like Soul Ring. I like, again, the option of turn 2 Walker in some manner. Fire Ice, what are you doing?
It's awkward because the Sol Ring is what you want if you have the Titan.
Well, that doesn't mean I'm picking the Titan.
I know. It's like the Hypnotic Spectre with Dark Writ in the same pack deals. Yeah,
Sort
Sol
of.
Ring is unreasonably strong. It's one of the weaker of the instant mana rocks we could have, but it's still very strong for it.
I would disagree with that in that it's actually stronger than almost anything but an on-color Mox. It's better than. So like 2 mana
Well, it's hard
rocks out of
convince.
like
It's like hard comparing it to like Mana Vault because the number jump is different. There's Tinker.
there's Electrolyze down here too, but there's Tinker.
You got to pick Tinker, right?
Yeah.
We can tinker with their artifact.
Yeah.
I hate passing Electrolyze, but
I'm not gonna pick that over Tinker.
I really want to see that Wormcoil Engine now, but nobody's not going to pick Wormcoil Engine.
Let's get Sundering Titan.
Sundering Titan or Wormcoil Engine or Blightsteel Colossus.
Mm, mm. Let's get some of
We,
those.
if we have Blightsteel in hand, we have ways to pitch it to go back into our graveyard, and then
Dak or Looting
yeah,
or Jace.
yeah, and then it goes into the library. And then
Look, we're not getting anything with Tinker yet, but we have a deck set up to play Tinker.
yeah,
Therefore,
you pick Tinker first because somebody else will pick Tinker if you don't.
I guess in the idea of the natural order deck, we have all of the pieces around it, but we don't have the big green creature to grab with it.
Yeah,
We just have
I
to
guess.
hope that shows.
Yeah, contract from below doubles your ante in the cube. Huh, we have Volcano Blowout. We have
Monster
Dualcaster
Mage.
Mage. Ha.
I don't know if I've ever cast a Dualcaster Mage, and this looks like a deck that could play it.
I also don't look for a deck that's going to have a 4-power creature most of the time.
Right, so this is Blaze.
Just Blaze, which is still strong, but
Yeah, stronger if we had the Volcano, if we had the Dualcaster.
yeah, you get a 2/2 for a more efficient Creator's Clause.
Hmm. The big thing
Ah, we.
here is that this can copy opponents' cards as well.
Well, you definitely. That's why, like, Redirect has been called the red counterspell for a long time now.
Yeah. Well, it almost never is, but
Oh, wait, no, it never is, but it gets called that.
that's weird.
Green Doomblade.
That's also weird. Though Green Doom Blade's like a little more liable to work. Mind's Desire. Oh man,
There's Maloku right
I
there.
know there is, but
There's Maloku and Thunderball Hellkite. We're not going to be the Storm deck if we're fighting over colors.
that doesn't mean I'm not tempted to get it because I've got Frantic Surge and Faceless Looting and all this jazz.
If you feel like you can do it, go for it. If you don't feel like you can do it, we pick a reasonable creature.
Yeah, I mean Thundermaw I think would be the pick if I'm not picking Mind's Desire. Um, What's my win con on a Mind's Desire turn? We'll find out.
We have to destroy these phantom points somehow. Tez, huh?
Huh.
Or
Tez.
or Wheel of Fortune.
Tez, huh?
If you don't pick the Wheel of Fortune, you're putting that Mind's Desire in the side right now.
Why? One. I don't.
Because
Those
I
two
don't
cards
know.
aren't. Those two cards aren't related.
I guess I see Wheels more of the Storm card than Tez. Although if you have Mono Rocks, Tez is a writ.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Is like if I have Mono Rocks and I have Tinker and I have things to fetch up with Tez.
Tez is good.
Also, the wheel's a lot more reliable to roll to wheel. Is it Signet?
Is it
Yawgmoth's
Signet?
will. Is it Signet? I think it's
If
gonna be.
someone
Is
if
it?
someone else is in Storm, they probably already have the Brain Freeze.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pick. Is it Signet?
We just Mind's Desire into Walkers. Is that what we're doing?
Value Desire. I think I'm completely fine with Value Desire. Or if I find Eldrauzi's.
Yeah.
I like Signet over Gilded Lotus.
Yeah, especially since Signet does what Lotus is doing in this deck.
Yeah. Well, also complete perfect mana fixing. I like that a lot.
Mhm.
Metalworker, Phantasmal Image.
There's also Necro.
Completely uncastable in every way.
That guy cast it.
He
He
had
cast,
he had he had LED and
he had LED at every duel in the world.
yeah.
Uh, I like,
I don't think we're Metalworker.
there's also Factory, but I think Phantasmal Image is stronger.
Yeah. Like we have some artifacts, but quite honestly, like these, I want to be casting anyway early.
Yeah, they produce the mana you would have anyways. So like,
Right. Soul Ring kind of is a writ, but I like Image. There we go. Oh man, there's a time spiral in here too. Son of a bitch.
yeah, but you have to have something Mind's Desire can hit.
Yeah, time spiral.
That doesn't do anything though. It just really just sets the wheel to go around again.
Yeah.
You have this machine that does things that ends up doing nothing. It's, it recycles Mind's Desire into your deck infinite times. Ah! You are mad.
I might grab Recruiter because I can grab Image, Dual Caster, and it might grab some other targets. Ooh.
I don't believe this.
Yeah. I think I want this
Okay,
other
we
day.
have a creature that can win the game. We can Mind's Desire into.
Okay.
Side, or do you want the
I want the
Masticore?
Masticore.
Tinker for Masticore. I guess that's actual Urza's tech.
Okay, cool.
Yo! Oh, the
Phoenix
grip.
on back in.
Okay.
So now, let me tell you a cool thing about Tinker in this deck. Tinker for Memory Jar.
Our deck doesn't do anything. Okay, it can win with walkers. It can do that, but it just spins in circles forever and ever until nothing happens. You put your storm counter on 1,000,000, and you do nothing, and your opponent brain freezes you.
I love it.
You made the confetti machine. I'm sad Kaz isn't here. Okay, can we pick bribery?
Bribery, Basalt Monolith.
Combine Desire into Hellish Norn. There's also Force.
Force. Bribery would give us like a way to win, maybe.
You could bind Desire into bribery. How about that?
I have Tez though, like untap Basalt Monolith.
That is really strong. But what do we do with the mana other than spin around in circles over and over again? Fine, Crater's Claws, but ah, man, that's hard. We already have two mana rocks for
I know.
uh, Tez to spin, but Basalt is one of the better ones for Tez to spin.
This is not a sword deck. I
Yeah, with our yeah, we send an Imperial recruiter wearing the sword. Yeah, we Mind's Desire into our opponent's Imrakul.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with bribery. I think you're right.
Like, I don't know, it's hard. Okay. Yes. I guess if we wait, that was Sword and Body of Mind in the last pack, right?
Yeah,
That's a bit sad.
I don't care.
Also, if we see stick, we're picking it because if I want to tinker for stick, put brain freeze on the stick, use the stick.
Yeah, I'm gonna point out the Mole Drifter down here, but
Yeah, we're painting you in ways. There's also stunted growth.
I know.
I was
I,
looking at that Sarkon briefly because of a
it was the
but
first card I saw.
yeah, but then we can't pass that brain freeze.
Yeah,
This is a second pick Mole Drifter. I can expect Mole Drifter in second pick.
see, I would pick the Mole Drifter if we weren't already doing some insane, stupid shenanigans, chasing the dream. Effectively, yeah,
Yeah,
we are. Yeah. Um,
I looter. I don't think we're a Academy of Ruins deck.
I could pick up Badlands to cast that Yogg's Will.
Oh yeah, do that. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
a plan. There's
yeah.
also Thoughtseize.
I need to be able to cast this, right? Like that's
Wait, if we have Yogg's Will, does that mean we brain freeze ourselves?
if we have it in our hand, yeah.
Amazing.
We want a couple more ways to produce mana.
I don't know if we're a bizarre deck or not, Kavanaugh, but that is a. It's probably going to wheel is the thing.
Yeah. Love you, Looter.
I'm so sorry, Looter Ilkor.
I passed you last time. I will pass you this time. Yeah, Imperial Recruiter grabbed some decent cards.
Solemn Dualcaster. Thala Adel Acquisitor. We have a stealing sub theme. We could have more of a stealing sub theme. Warren Power Stone.
Worn Power Stone. Treachery is a free spell too.
It's a yeah. And we pick up a Heartbeat of Spring, and it's a writ.
Oh my god. I don't know how we'd cast that, but yes.
Also, look at Gerard's Verdict right next to him to Turok. I did mention Death in Texas earlier.
Mm-hmm. This is also a reasonable card too.
Yeah, the Tarn. Yeah, our fixing is relatively light, but our color requirements are not that bad outside of, you know, Yawgmoth's.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever. We'll find a way to make Yawgmoth's Will work, right?
Oh, definitely. Hut Fetch is going to come back, and we'll get like a Underground Sea to go with it. We already have a Badlands to go with it.
Yeah, I wish the Karus are still here too.
Yeah, we treachery our own dude to uh, island. Yeah, hope we do. Yeah, who cares about we could even be the Magus of the Moon deck. Who cares?
Yeah.
There's also Palancron.
Sadly, we don't have a way to like infinite with the Palancron. We actually don't. I'm sorry, we do. Controlling Palancron and then playing Phantasmal Image is 6 mana total to produce 7. Anyway, fixing is
Fixing.
yeah. What else? Maybe Palancron comes back. That's actually kind of likely. Like,
It's likely
who the hell?
we can upgrade a mountain with the Gitu encampments to stay alive. but we don't want slow lands if we can help it. Ralzeric? Scroll Rack?
Scroll rack too. Ral gives us a is a mana writ.
Yeah. He's also bolts to stay alive.
Yeah.
Just play more Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Reminder that this all started because we picked up Jace.
Yeah. We still have Jace.
We're going to play it too because it's a brainstorm.
Yep. Yeah, Ral Zarek gives us our fifth walker.
Ha. Yeah, if we get the Time Vault, that would be amazing. But we're no way we're going to get
Mm,
Time Vault. No way. Geist is playable. Gargadon.
I
What
kind of
flavor? What flavor do we want?
that fetch
Gargadon is a way
doesn't
to
work.
escape games, I guess.
That's what I was thinking. It also could be a storm count.
Right? Tap all your lands, feed them all to the Gargadon to storm count by one, brain freeze
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Mind's Desire. Oh, yeah, it's another thing the Mind's Desire into.
Yeah, big win con. I'm happy that at least with Memory Jar we have a. Oh, God, I really wish we had a Tinker target.
Are we even going to play Tinker at this point?
I would still.
Mystical Tutor?
Mystical Tutor.
Or Counterspell?
I mean, I think it's Mystical Tutor here. Like,
We even have top to, like, fetch the card.
yeah. Like, this is. We need something like this in order for the deck to kind of function. God, this deck is weird. I love it.
I wonder whose fault that is.
It's me. It's me. I was the one who decided to pick stupid cards over Frost Titan.
This is my freaking Mind's deck.
Yep, that was me.
Uh, we're not going to be able to do anything with Spike Shot Elder, so do we, like, grab on Burial Rights?
That's the one that's probably the most effective out of your Stoneforge, also being a bit of a jerk to deal with.
You could technically cast Falcon Wrath Aristocrat, but it's just a 4/1 flyer. We have no other creatures to sacrifice to it. Um, Steal the Vandal because it owns us.
It's also not unusable off the board. We're not a
Yeah.
Crucible deck. We don't have anything to. I guess we.
Right, we use Palinchron with Spike Shot and Phantasmal Image to infinite our opponent.
Mmm. Academy Ruins.
Are we Academy Ruins or are we a Bizarre deck?
I don't actually think we're a bizarre deck. Like we
So
don't.
I'm looking at Academy Ruins and I don't really think we're an Academy Ruins deck either.
Yeah, I agree. We're probably not either. I don't know.
Also,
Nobody gets this.
nobody gets that. Magus of the Moon? That could be a powerful sideboard. The Splinter Twin?
Yep. Okay,
So we have something.
that's a good way to put this deck. We certainly do.
I'm not even sure we have a way to get board control to keep our walkers alive, but
Nope.
how about we just have 5 walkers in play and they don't know which one to attack? I think the short answer to that is you attack a Jace, but uh,
All right. So top, Soul Ring, Signet, Solemn, Memory Jar, Walker, 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 then Dualcaster, Brain Freeze, Remand, Frantic Search.
a Dualcaster makes our Brain Freeze turn way easier.
Also gives us Crater's Claws as an out.
hmm Also, my Wizard Eyes have semi-frozen.
Oh, oh.
I'm still looking at waiting for all players in the tournament to finish drafting. I don't know.
Let me.
Refresh the ice.
Yeah.
Goblin guy to up the storm count. Nah. Haha. I would say yes if we were playing Tendrils, because that could also be 2 damage. What is my...
Hide all you guys over here. Hide all you guys over here. See how many cards we have here. 24, so I get a couple of these in. CMC, like, what, Seething Song, and Tinker, or something like that?
Just Tinker for Jar.
Tinker for Jar is basically all that is.
We also have Solidel and Magus of the Moon are sideboard options.
Image? Or like Crater's Claws?
Image or Creator's Calls over Tinker. Hmm.
Yeah. We never found anything to tinker into outside a jar.
At least we have the Tinker, so they don't have Tinker Blightsteel.
Faithless Looting's real too.
Ah, the Super Piss.
I have two creatures. One of them's Solemn, the other's Dualcaster Mage. What the?
You have three creatures. You have Bribery
All
and
right,
Treachery.
all right.
Bribery and Treachery.
This is the deck.
We're going to scrub out so hard.
Yeah, absolutely. I like how our red is actually almost non here. Like, that's good. Is Seething Song even worth it?
What would you board in over it? It's like your writ. It's the actual writ.
It is the actual writ. Fine, I'll keep in the actual writ.
Either that or like Thunderball to. I think we really are minds desiring into Planeswalkers. Like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have a real win con. I just don't.
That could be a Frost Titan, but. We ended up being the rotation machine. Okay.
Sure, whatever. I don't care.
Let's just play it and see how it goes. This is all free.
Add basics, one swamp. Sure.
I accept this. Victory is certain. We will amaze our opponents with amazing, stupid shit, and then they will die. They concede on accident. Solidel is a win con. Wait, so what is the solid? You cast the thing you get off Solidel, right?
Yes, you do.
So we just hope they have Worm Coil engine. What are all of Tezzeret's modes?
Tezzeret kind of sucks, but
Okay, he's a way to tinker for your memory jar.
mm-hmm,
He's a way to have creatures
mm-hmm,
for a turn.
mm-hmm.
He could have been a Wheel of Fortune, I guess, but I don't know if that's actually better or not.
My win con here involves Crater's Claws for 1,000,000,000 twice.
Or just J-Salt.
I don't care. This is look. This will work. I'm sure of it.
It'll work. It has to. It has Time Spiral in it. It's a free spell. I would feel a lot better about this deck if it had Upheaval, too. Where it's like, zoop doop doop doo, boop doop doo. Oh yeah, we thought Adele for their Time Vault.
Perfect. Phantasmal Image might be a card I bring in. That I want in here.
What do we bring out for it?
That's a problem. Like, it doesn't do anything. Like, right here, just copies Solemn.
No, it counters Dual Catcher Mage, which does nothing.
Which does nothing.
It does nothing. Nature finds a way.
Mm. Look, I really just want to have the... Okay, let me put it this way. When me and Kaz did the draft against the Stormmen, he was like the final boss. He was the ultimate wizard. This is not that deck.
Is this my fault for bringing up Prophetic Bolt?
Whoever said we should play Is It, you can put the blame sorely on them because of Dak. The duck.
But the duck isn't even a storm card.
That was the reason I stuck in these colors, was because of him.
Well, even these colors could have been a way different deck, I think.
Could have been.
Because I guess we ended up with the Thunder Mahalkite anyways. I
Yeah.
guess that's something we could board in if we actually want to win.
Nah,
It's like attack with Thunder Mahalkite four
winning's
times.
like not what you're looking, right?
No, we want to destroy value, right? That's what
Yeah,
we're here for.
I'm here to destroy value.
That's why we have a swamp in our deck.
I love this terrible deck.
No, we brain freeze off of our Yogg's Will, remand our brain freeze, to put it back into our hand,
Yo, that works.
and then cast brain freeze again. I know. I've seen people remand their own brain freezes before.
What if I is my end game plan literally just gonna be sitting here and trying to catch?
You're trying to trap an Eldrazi in a memory jar. That's what
That's
the game
it.
is going to become. Actually, no. We bribery the damn Eldrazi. What am I talking
Yeah,
about?
and then we just win.
Or like we treachery it. Like, aha! We put our Eldrazi in play. Too bad. We have other stealing.
All right. So I don't even think we're getting a game with this one.
I don't know, man.
I don't know how we win.
I don't. I don't know how we win. I also don't know how we lose. So,
Hmm.
so if we don't know how we lose, we can't lose. Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah.
5 mana, not even money. What's a keep in this hand? Look, this deck look like.
This looks like a keep.
We just loot forever.
Hell yes, I will loot forever. Endless looting.
I don't even know what a mulligan looks like. I guess we mulligan if we have our hand with Yawgmoth's will in it. So what do we loot away if we actually resolve deck fade?
Well, I'm stealing that box.
Okay, on color Mox.
Gobble away! No! 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 You ass!
Yes, yes.
Give me the box. Give me the box.
Why does this always happen? Why do we always fight the storm players?
I don't know. Yo. Give me it.
Do we want a mystical tutor for anything?
Maybe?
Or is mystical tutor a card we're discarding to like frantic search?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what this thing does. Okay? What do you want from me?
It's amazing.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Ah, what's he got here?
Electrolyze to kill off Dag.
Okay. It still ramped us.
I know. And it stone rained him.
Okay, now we can decide if we want a mystical tutor for anything again.
I think I'm saving the mystical tutor for like the turn.
With frantic search,
Yeah.
hoping to draw a land to treachery, whatever he plays here. Oh man. He discarded Rebound Crag.
Mm-hmm.
Library of Alexandria!
Yo!
I forgot that was in the cube. It's going to be online too. Okay, thinking.
I'm
We have
doing
5 mana.
I'm doing the math too. If I 1/2 for is it Signet? I don't have the blue. Oh no, I can untap with Ral.
Hmm.
Well, is that enough? So, is it Signet or I guess Soul Ring? Soul Ring plays Is It Signet? Is It Signet plays Frantic Search with Mystical Tutor.
That's storm count 4
Untap all these lands. Untap all the lands. Untap the Soul Ring. I'm 1 mana short.
of like Mind's Desiring.
Yeah, for 5.
Then do we just play the Is It Signet? That ducks our storm count a little bit, but
Yeah, we play the Is It Signet.
also we can just ult Ral.
Yeah.
That does nothing.
Hmm.
It's a couple of explorers.
We get some time walks. Okay, you get your draw card.
That's gonna keep happening.
Uh huh. 4. Not playing Soul Ring, no.
Soul Ring's a writ. That's for the storm turn.
Mm-hmm.
Ral doesn't. Ult Ral kinda doesn't do anything though. Is the thing. Like usually extra turns mean a lot when you have creatures. I guess if we drop Bribery, we can do it. Holding off.
Mm-hmm. I want my opponent to blink. Thirst.
I think our opponent's not going to blink.
No.
I think our opponent's going to do something else.
Uh-huh.
Man, 4 toughness is a lot.
Yep.
We don't have any counter spells, do we? We have
Mm,
Remand.
I'm going to go grab it.
Oh,
No,
Consecrates.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait, we have to frantic search to draw that.
Yes.
So Remand.
Nothing else
Preserve.
does anything, does it?
No. This is so dumb. um, Pitch, treachery, and
Soul Ring.
either that or dual caster. If we draw Brain Freeze, what's our storm count at? Or what's the storm count at?
Well, we'll see when we draw it. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So we can't ult Ral either.
No, because he's gonna attack it, and I can't bolt the Seaver Exarch because it doesn't work.
guess we bolt our opponent, so do we crack the jar?
If I crack the jar, I have like 2 mana. We could play the jar pass and then wait to untap.
Or you could hold up dual caster.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. We can't do both. That's 8. Remember, you can jar on his upkeep. Next end step, so we would.
I believe he can steal rail twice, actually. I remanded the card. Like.
So we just bolt him.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually 100% certain he can do this. Like Dualcaster doesn't stop him from Ral ulting if he stole my Ral.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean memory jar just to get rid of the. Ah, that's dumb though.
That's dumb though because he can. But what does that accomplish? He can just attack it with Deceiver Exarch, and then I lose all the cards I got. Like it doesn't do anything.
Mm,
It quite literally does nothing. So I don't want to do it.
that's the deck though, isn't it?
No, but we need to do more nothing. Like
We need
that's
we need to do
absolute
the
nothing.
we have to do the least,
Yeah.
the most least.
Okay.
Okay.
This is upkeep, so he's drawing a card. Do you have it? Can you infinite yet?
Library. Would you first pick a library?
Yeah.
It kind of puts you towards a certain kind of deck, but the kind of deck it is very powerful.
It puts you towards a deck that wants cards in hand, and seeing as most decks in Magic are of that
Most in
nature.
Magic do, but like at the same time, if you play a lot of cards, I don't know if you're in colors where once you get to 6 and can't go like above that, is Roque Ritz.
I
How are
don't
we gonna
care.
make a 2/2 here?
Make a 2/2. Don't kill Ral. Like I'm 100% happy with that outcome.
Let's put Ral at 1.
This is at the beginning of the next end step.
So you do it at his end step.
Because that gets me an 8th card.
Was that
That was suspending Ancestral Vision.
okay?
Okay, so jar here. Uh-huh. I need this out of the way. Okay.
Need to draw a cheap spell. Okay. Next, you play the swamp looking for Yog's Will off top.
Yeah, so like top spin the top.
Looking for Yog's Will or any spell at all.
Yeah, so top spin the top. Okay, Yogg's Will. So
So
um, tap the top. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I need to do this.
well, we have enough mana. He's only got 13 cards in library.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Then
he
this
said
is
he said he has Library of Alexandria, and in and we
And we
just
jarred,
we
yeah.
jarred. So
Okay, so then it's literally just go Yawgmoth's will, don't even bother brain freezing.
we just what do we do with it? We Yogswill into what? Jar?
Well, no, Yogg's will into frantic search into that sort of shenanigans, maybe even DAC, and then
Just
like
brain freeze them.
brain freeze for 4.
Okay, we can also do the remand trick there if we have enough mana, which you probably will if we have free spells. So we just Yogswill here, right?
Yeah, so Yogg's will tapping that, and then we frantic search, untapping 3 lands.
I'm amazed Yawgmoth's was on within was in the top range, by the way.
And then I play
Can
Soul
we
Ring off of this.
can we play Soul Ring? Do we replay top? Do we have the mana to do that?
Maybe
No.
not. No.
No, we don't. We just have brain freeze, like remand to brain freeze,
No, I
whatever.
can.
What's the storm count at? 4? Is that enough?
No, what I'm gonna do is I could desire, but that taps me out. Um,
I think we're freezing him and just hoping for no Eldrazi.
right, and that's probably fair. Why?
Why would we mind
Why would
Desire?
we mind desire?
We would find Desire into a Walker is the best thing we could do. Oh, we can untap with Ral.
But we can't. No, we have to use that to do it. All right, here. I'm just gonna do this. Ral, tap Xenagos, untap Soul Ring, tap Soul Ring, Treachery.
Deceiver Exarch.
Is that even worthwhile?
It untaps lands. Like all we're doing is building up until Brain Freeze, right?
I'm just gonna play top and brain freeze my opponent. I'm not even gonna bother with any of the.
Yeah, you're milling him for 15 right now, and he's got 13 cards in
Yeah, I'm
library.
not even bothering with the prelude on this. Like,
Same target, same target, stay on target. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. No
force.
whammies,
Yeah,
no
there's a
whammies, no,
force.
no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Mountain.
No whammies! Hey!
And then I'm going to.
We do we can't do the duck. We have no red.
Any way to get red? Because if that's target player, like I could target him.
You just make him lose now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we could have spun the top, and try to do something stupid. Anyways, I think we just
Let's
tap
just
this.
pass.
We'll
Oh,
we'll know immediately after his
Stormbreath Dragon,
suspend.
Frost Titan, Delver. So does
He's a
he have the
Delver
combo
deck.
in here?
It could be in his hand,
No, no, yeah, it could be in his real hand. Yeah.
which is where Zealous Conscripts is. Maybe he just picked them both and like just decided to play them.
Yeah.
He's on upkeep, having it stop for his library, thinking, what do I have that can get me out of this? He's trying to find a way to discard the Eldrazi that we trapped in the jar. What's other bribery? A Huntmaster, Stormbreath Dragon.
Stormbreath. Okay, we took a game with this.
Yeah,
Frost
we
Titan.
stormed. Oh, Frost Titan. Okay, fine. We bribery for Frost Titan. Amazing. I am so glad I summoned Yawgmoth's Will to the top of your
Yeah,
library.
no shit. All right, so bad cards. I think treachery's useless here.
I don't think treachery's that good. What would be better? Thala Adel Acquisitor
Yeah,
that steals a Mox.
steal a mox. Magus of the Moon.
Ooh, can we do that?
Our opponent does have like red spells to kill that, but
Well, he has a yeah Electrolyze. That's basically well, yeah, which might be hard to cast if he's got blue
well, he had
duels.
firebolt.
Oh, he had the Firebolt. We passed. Okay.
Yeah,
So do we want to play Thala Adel or do we want to stick to the Storm?
I'm looking to see if there's anything else I want to cut. Not really.
Okay.
I'm basically fine with what I have. Anything at instant speed to disrupt a combo turn.
Um, no.
Also gonna note, I guess Gargadon is just chilling on my board because
Yeah, yeah. We have nothing that can influence that. So, wait, no, we do have it. We have Jar.
yeah.
It's just be Jar, like Squirrel Token said before. This
Turn
looks
two
fine.
Chandra.
Now we'll just play a different game.
Hmm.
So we go Mountain Soul Ring. Is it Signet? Our Badlands only gets slightly downgraded if we play Magus of the Moon.
Hello.
Sides in Ulamog, that's fine. We have bribery in our deck.
Yeah, that's what bribery's for. Mox.
Mox doing nothing.
I'm assuming counterspell, which makes me think I want to wait one turn.
That lets you hold her hand up.
Yeah.
You can also try playing your Lesser Walker.
Which one?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna pass.
Yeah, hold up her hand.
Yeah. Does he have like a thirst for knowledge?
Okay. Tapping our Soul Ring, maybe? Tapping our Soul Ring. Let's see if he just goes Splinter Twin here. I mean, if he does go Splinter Twin, we return to hand. We have nothing to. We remand it, and then what happens?
Bad.
Um.
Okay, what walker is the best here?
What is the full text on Chandra?
Uh, mugging or one damage to a player, one damage to a creature that player controls that creature can't block. Actually, I guess I could play two walkers.
Can we just win that way? So we play Ral first and untap Soul Ring.
Mm-hmm. And then I can only cast Chandra off of it. So Ral. Chandra.
We have no way of dealing with True Name and Misses either, do we?
Nope. All right. What if we just play a bunch of planeswalkers though?
Yeah, that can do that. That can win. He has to. He has a very awkward. He attacks Ral. That's the one he attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess Top will save us. Yeah, Ral doesn't. Ral is twiddle. He doesn't like. Oh God, is he just
Mm-hmm.
playing that as like upside bear?
Oh my God, he's going in and killing a walker.
Wow.
Uh huh.
So we want to draw bribery, right?
Yeah. Which walker? Okay,
Probably Ral.
killing Ral.
Yeah, Ral's the one that bolts. Do we Mind's Desire for two? Or do we just play Jace and like kill Lightning Mauler?
Well, first things first. Yeah, I'm gonna play top.
Just see what we get off the top.
Well, Mind's Desire shuffles.
Mind's Desire does shuffle. Okay, Jace, and then we Jace him, or do we?
We
Yeah, we
chase
Jace.
him because I know what my plan is for next turn.
Top. Yeah.
Yep. So my plan for next turn is desire for two.
Are we gonna draw the top?
Mm-hmm. True name Nemesis.
Okay. Chosen player is Slio9.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he decides to attack here. Jace? Is it Jace? Is he attacking Jace? He's attacking Jace. Okay.
Alright, so we tap the top.
Much mana do we have? Is it
We, we,
just enough?
we literally tap out for this.
Okay. I was wondering if we could check for. Okay. Okay.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and brainstorm.
Okay. So what would we possibly Mystical Tutor for?
I've got plans. Mystical Tutor. Well, the thing is, if Chandra doesn't die, I'll.
Oh, you can just Mystical Tutor and play the card?
Yeah, I can Mystical Tutor and, like, play whatever I grab off of it. I need to put a stop on my upkeep.
Well, what are we going to grab off of it?
Bribery.
For Frost Titan?
Yeah.
Just try to beat him to death?
Uh huh.
Wait, you. Bribery's a sorcery. Okay, good. I was thinking,
Mm-hmm.
like, he can't on board kill Chandra. I'm guessing it's Goblin at Jace and then other guys at Chandra.
Yeah.
Well, Greatest Cause would be cast as a 0 there, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So we don't actually want that to happen at all.
What would?
It's bribery, right?
There really can't be anything else, can it?
Time Spiral.
That's asking a lot out of the 7.
It's basically asking it to have bribery in it.
And then giving my opponent 4 free cards.
Yeah, so it's bribery.
And hoping my opponent doesn't have a counter spell, I suppose.
Ah, amazing. I guess we could have topped to.
Ensure that, but he took it out, or is it in his hand? Ah, crap.
Then it's Stormbreath Dragon. Wait,
His hand has it.
his hand has it, but he's on 5 mana too. He might be able to cast it.
Yeah, if he top decks a land.
or if he's got one of them in his hand. Um, is it just Storm Breath then to try to murder him?
I think so. What else can I do?
Can we do bullshit with his conscripts? Not that I know of.
No.
What can we monstrous for next turn?
3 counters and damage equal to number of cards in his hand.
So 3, 7, 10. Put him at 1 with Chandra. Chandra dead. Chandra's going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So put him at 1 with a Storm Breath Dragon.
And then we just
Unless he.
draw Crater's Claws.
Or if we bluff Creator's Claws, then all sorts of things happen.
Well,
But
because we control Stormbreath Dragon.
we were ferocious right now.
Yeah.
So, Frost Titan, eh?
I hope he didn't draw the land. That would make things a lot easier for me.
Wonder what his hand is. Frost Titan.
Obviously, Frost Titan. That's a known. Compulsive Research for 2 because
Okay,
of Goblin Electromancer.
that's fine. You cannot play Frost Titan this way. Is he looking for a way to bounce uh,
What the hell?
Frost? His bouncing Storm Breath would be very strong right now.
His deck does contain Venser and Repeal. Discarding Videlkin Shackles and Palancron. Yo!
Okay, he found the land though, so we have to. We can't kill him though. We put him at 1.
That's okay. We'll find a way.
I guess we top.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Frost Titan can is just fine tapping down lands, like no problem. Can we use that Yogg's Will to? Can we
Yogg's
bribery off
Will.
that Yogg's Will?
I
We
want the.
can't cast Yogg's Will. We don't have to swap.
We
No, we
do.
have Badlands. Yes. So we. So you're going to frantic search into Yogg's Will.
Well, I'm thinking. I might wait until he taps out for the Titan.
Okay. It also gives us a turn to like draw things. We're holding that island, I guess. What do we? Yogg's Will would just be like.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a turn. So here's the plan. Uh,
Wait, are we just gonna Yogg's Will into Browse Zarek and bolt him? We could just do that.
yeah, but we have to monstrous first.
Yeah, we have to monstrous first, which we can do. And hold up top. Because that's the world we live in. Spencer, snaps.
Oh, he's just getting a card out of his hand.
Okay. Okay, this puts him at 2, which still dies to Row.
Yep.
Wait, do we hold the land to discard to Frantic Search?
I'm
Or do we
going.
need the mana?
I'm going to hold it. So, because this is Frost Titan.
This has to be Frost Titan or he loses. Okay. Then he attacks us for a lot. 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
So if our... Is he holding force? I guess is the question.
2 cards in hand.
He has to have force and a blue card. Okay. Do we even need to Frantic Search unless you want a Mind's Desire?
I have a backup plan. In case of Force of Will, I have a backup. I think you'll like it.
I hope I do.
So my backup plan, if this fails, is to use the mystical tutor in my grave to grab Crater's Claws, tap
For
top,
one.
and then shock.
So we just bolt him. Rouse Ericus in play. Okay, you're double secret probationing it. We grabbed a match. We grabbed
Ah!
a match. We didn't drop a game in this match. We won both games from Yogsmoth's
Well,
will.
Yogg's Will's really strong, by the way. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my!
Relzera could also just untap Stormbreath Dragon.
Oh my!
Oh,
Oh my God!
our nothing was more powerful.
Our nothing was more powerful than his nothing.
Yeah, did we get his cards? I,
I would love that.
I
We
want
could
his
make an
cards.
actual storm deck if we did
Oh
that.
my god, we'd have Snapcaster and like some card draw and like yeah.
Oh, hold on a second.
New timey phone call. So Crater's Claws does X plus 2 damage if you control a creature of 4 power or greater. I love Magic. Well, yeah, he doesn't have nothing, but if we combined his cards with our nothing, we would have even stronger nothing. Like, we could definitely upgrade our nothing. Uh, so, moving on to round 2 very quickly. Now we'll have to see how our deck fares against somebody who, like, plays spells, maybe? I don't know. 2-0. The problem is I don't know what our deck does about, like, the guy who just attacks us with creatures. Oh, I have a stop on my upkeep. This is a poor hand, but I will take it. It's a poor hand and it's getting worse.
What does a mulligan even look like, anyways?
I don't know.
Okay, he's gonna play Kiora's Fall. Okay. Okay, this hand looks way better.
Yeah. Yo, give me the power.
I could become a 5/5 until end of turn.
Impulse!
The impulse
What is our opponent?
could just be generically good cards.
Well, he didn't drop a 1 or 2, which says, like, not, maybe not ramp. You know?
Or maybe he just has a poor hand.
I
Kept a
don't.
two-lander with impulse.
Oh, what? No. That's the same color as our opponent just had.
So I guess we top.
Yeah, what the hell's
We
real?
can't. Well, we beat this guy. We beat Timur. Um,
I want Dak to loot away those lands.
sounds excellent to me.
Hey Dak, make my hand not look like crap, thank you.
Make our hand look like bribery and brain freeze.
Yeah. Hey Dak. Oh,
Counterspell.
counterspell? Memory lapse or something?
Miscalc.
Is Miscalc in the cube?
Miscalc.
Days!
Days.
Alright.
That's okay. Not the best, but okay.
I have to run him out into that. That's like a a play I have to make, like, it's necessary.
So we're going to draw bribery, right?
I think I put brain freeze on top. It doesn't matter.
We're not playing either of them. We're just gonna hold up Fire Ice and like top end of turn.
Hmm.
Progenitus, we'll see more lands if he does Progenitus.
Also, like these lands aren't bad for us if we're drawing bribery, like and
Yeah.
playing spells.
Dazed and confused. Our opponent seems to not do anything, but here's Thunderball Hellkite that we have. Okay. I'm sad that deck is gone.
Yeah, no crap. So I'm gonna go ahead and top. I want the bribery, and I'm actually going to tap his Gilded Lotus.
You want to draw?
No, I want that Gilded Lotus tapped.
Ah, right.
I literally want that Gilded Lotus tapped.
So we're going to bribery, looking for anything.
I have a feeling our opponent has very powerful bribery targets.
You have to when you play Gilded Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
Seems base red, but he's showed more blue cards than anything.
And he's already dazed, and we know he doesn't have force.
Yeah. So Imracool!
Cool! Give me your power!
Do 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 do. Owned by Quiznet. Oh yeah, we should have saved up till dual caster it, so we
Dual
could get
cast
12
that.
Eldrathis.
So, can you
Bounce?
answer that?
You have
Protection.
non-colored bounce.
Yeah. Our opponent had the Venser last time.
Tolarian Academy. Oh, Nugget. He's trying to cast those Eldrathis.
No!
Is he gonna
Did you draw Ulamog? I swear to God, if he drew Ulamog. Oh my God, he drew Ulamog. What? How? The odds on that are like 0. Freaking 1 in 27. Oh my
So what do we even do here?
Oh my God.
How do we deal with Ulamog?
Working on it. Let me just top deck my Ulamog. Don't worry about it. And wheel.
Oh man,
I'll actually accept that. My hand kind of sucks.
our hand doesn't do anything here.
Will?
What do we will for? Bribery? We can't cast that though, can we?
No.
And we're never going to be able to.
Lightning. Oh God, no! Oh crap!
I guess next time we pick Ulamog.
Yeah, but then he bounces it. Like, it's answerable then.
True.
Like, we pick Emrakul every time, especially when Ulamog's in deck. There's no reason we make the other play.
Amazing. He top decked Ulamog.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1 in 27. It was his only, and he had to have that channel, too. Ulamog. And I think my favorite thing is that if he doesn't actually attack there, I can still start going off.
Does that do anything? I don't think it does.
I'm quick just doing the... I need 8 mana to get up to... Because if he didn't... Say he doesn't, attack me with that there, I'm able to Yogg's Will into... probably into Bribery again, honestly.
Cool, yeah. This game's over, though. We can't get permanents fast enough to...
No. See if I get Inkwell here, why would that wouldn't do anything? Like he would still be attacking me with a 10-10, and I'd lose it in one turn. Like every choice but Emmakrul's wrong.
Yeah.
Like
And
I,
Emrakul does. Well, Emrakul has. Well, Inkwell has Shroud, so
but it doesn't matter. You can annihilate it.
he just annihilates us. Okay.
Brain freeze out.
Brain freeze out. What do you think about Phantasmal Image?
Yeah.
Amazing. He didn't have any many non-basics, did he?
No.
Okay, so it's just
I'd say Molten Rain, but again, he didn't have any non-basics.
it would just be Stone Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, you already put in Dala Del Inquisitor. Okay, I think we just ship this back then.
I need to cut something still.
Uh, Fire Ice. Ice can buy us a turn. Fire does nothing.
Blocking Ulamog doesn't mean anything. Like that's actually worthless.
Mhm.
Tez out?
Yeah, Tez. Tez doesn't do anything, especially if we're not storming off.
Yeah.
We can still storm okay without him. Two lands in the top and Mystical Tutor
And Dak.
and deck. So we can tutor for our bribery whenever we possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be wary of days.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I'm very happy about that. So
Lands.
I would like it. I would have liked it to be red, so I could dual caster, but I have no complaints.
We can top and like look for red.
We'll see what we can find. I think I would play Thought of Adele actually.
Play that over deck.
Yeah, it's more immediate threat. It lets me steal his Greaves.
Hmm.
Also, it's less terrible if it's countered.
Yeah,
Like whereas Dak, I want to be able to steal his stuff.
his Lotus, Gilded Lotus.
Like I would like him to daze this so that I know the daze is out of. Yep. Okay. Great.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. I want the daze out of out of mind. I don't want to have to think about it.
Unblockable Grey Ogre, also known as a Windrake.
Mm-hmm.
Glacial Fortress.
White Coalition Relic. I'll take
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I would love to have a Coalition Relic. Do we? If he, do we?
He should tap it for mana.
He should. Okay, good.
Strong player. Give me it.
So do we? If he taps out for things, do we like just
Tutor
go
for.
get bribery?
Mm-hmm. We know Force of Will was in our first opponent's deck.
He cannot have force.
And
He
he
can
al-
still have counter spells though,
Right, so we need him to be tapped out.
which he obligingly seems to be doing.
He must have some reason. Channel? You're on channels. Impulse? Oh, he's impulsing to try to find channel.
Which means he's holding something.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
We're just having this old stupid Eldrazi fight.
Mm-hmm.
Do we actually? I don't think we plus deck here, do we?
And give me... Alright, so let's actually take a look at what my opponent has. Look, okay, signets, a lot of signets.
A lot of signets, Lotus Greaves,
Okay, good
Memory
thing.
Lapse.
With Greaves and Ulamog in deck, you can't possibly freaking have both. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack, supreme verdict. That's what this white splash is for.
Yeah.
Wheel,
I
scroll
I
rack,
am going to plus on myself because I can just discard, like
land, and dualcaster or Chandra. I would like to get that chase down to start crapping up our opponent's draws.
I mean,
Assuming he lives.
yeah.
He might draw 0 permanents next turn. What was he trying to channel into if Ulamog was in his...
He was trying to impulse for the channel target.
Ah,
I swear to freaking God. Nothing is real if my opponent just slams down Ulamog at me here.
if he doesn't Greaves it, though, we can bounce it with Jace.
Oh my God, he's Thirst for Knowledge, which will let him, if he draws it. Yeah, we can just bounce it with Jace.
Yeah, we
But
have
he could get
Jace.
Greaves here, too.
If he gets Greaves, then of course we lose. But if he doesn't get Greaves, we get Imrek, who will... We bounce Ulamog, and then... that puts channel and shit back into us. He's channeling for something. Just 2?
More card draw.
Time Twister.
That's a draw 7.
We could... Wait. Do you want a bribery again? To get the other Eldrazi out of his deck? If it's not in his hand?
Yeah.
I mean, if it isn't in his hand, like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say if he does it, I just go Mystical Tutor for bribery again, and my opponent goes, "Oh wait, shit, I'm dead."
Did we Ulamog, like, one of his green sources?
Okay. Anything else good here? Quite honestly,
No.
Goblin Vandal maybe.
He does have a lot of signets.
Yeah.
Like that over, like, Crater's Claws.
We're playing like hyper high level Magic.
This is next level shit,
Yeah.
guys. Tolarian Academy suddenly makes a lot of sense with all his signets.
Yep. All right.
I'm glad our opponent's deck is
Bribery in
super
the opener.
Okay, and ramp to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to actually cast Eldrazi to get the triggers off of them, but who cares? Okay. Is there anything worth tutoring for? The only thing I could think of would be Frantic Search if you were tired of having all these lines. Signet, finally, but a Signet?
Mm-hmm.
A Signet.
I'm sitting here thinking of what's in the deck. Yeah, nah. Nothing worth grabbing with that. Remand came to mind. Oh, did I lose you? No. Sounds like a lost gnome. But yeah, Remand was a possible choice there. Is he channeling? Oh, Lord. See, I guess so that you're aware, the reason I didn't go grab. Yeah, so that's the reason I didn't go grab Remand with Mystical Tutor, was because the Emrakul would do that to me. Oddly enough, 4 life. Remand, yeah.
I had to do a thing, but I see an Emrakul on the stack.
Yeah,
He finally channeled it off, so what the hell do we do? Nothing? Do we just lose?
I think we just lose.
We don't have the mana for Remand.
I mean, if he bloods more, but no, I thought about using Mystical Tutor to go grab Remand, but I figured that it actually wasn't good enough to stop this, because if he goes into Emrakul, like, I would have to remand the channel, and then he just does that next turn, and I don't have a way around it.
We're one mana off. We're one damage off. We're two damage off from killing him.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. We have no other burn in the deck, right?
No, no, we can't ice it. Protection from
Claw,
colored spells.
yeah, correct for Clash. Claws is out of the deck.
Not well. Doesn't matter. Like,
I mean,
what the hell am I going to have for
mana,
mana?
right?
Like, yeah, but I can't remand this.
Yeah, we had two mana, dude.
No. I mean, read the first line of text on Emrakul.
It can't be countered. Yeah,
There's a reason I didn't go grab the remand. Like,
and now he gets an extra turn and deletes all our permanents.
yeah, I this is pretty cut and dry. Like,
Yeah, our opponent got a turn like two channel off. It happens. That's why we wanted to pick channel, right?
mm-hmm.
If only he had gotten greedier and played another Signet.
I wish we had Fire Blast in our deck.
We had a chance to pick it. We're gonna put the fear in him, make him think we're gonna top deck Bolt. Even though we don't have that.
Yeah. Fine. Whatever.
Chase. You know what? This deck has won 3 games.
I know.
That is amazing all of itself.
Mm-hmm. Mystical Tutor.
Well, we don't have a 0 mana 15 damage Ghost Fire, so
Yeah. I'll just Yogswell all those lands back. Doesn't really matter.
huh? Go to -10.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got a couple turns here. Wait. Yeah. I.
So channel Eldrazi's. He was kind of slow for an Eldrazi deck, except he had the channel every single fucking
If he just
time.
had channel all 3 games, yeah. I mean, what I do doesn't really matter if his hand just has channel Emrakul in it. Like, yeah, I can remand the channel. That buys me 1 turn, and there are no other cards in my deck that interact with this. None. So, like, that was what I was actually checking when I went over here and was looking at cards. Well, you were gone. When you
Yeah,
left, I went and took a look through my sideboard to see if there were
anything at
possible
all, but there
answers,
wasn't
and
actually any.
there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing that actually answers Emrakul.
We
That's how
needed
it's
like
designed.
counterspell for the channel, but we don't have counterspell. Anyways,
Yep. Anyways,
that
that's
that went that went fun. That was fun at least.
that one won three games, 3 games more than
Three.
I thought. I thought it was an 0-2 loss. So
Yeah, we
yeah.
lost round 2 to Eldrazi Ramp, which is a real ass deck,
Mm-hmm.
and we won a game with bribery.
I can't. Well, I'm still blown away at the game where I briberied Emrakul and he's like, hold on,
Cast Ulamog.
fuck.
Ah.
Anyway,
I
thanks,
guess that
Gnome.
means we wanted Char in our deck, huh?
We couldn't have
They
cast
get,
it.
I know, but like the game where he cast Ulamog.
Like,
Hmm. Yeah, but
no.
he had the Greaves. I know. It was all stupid, but he was playing Lightning Greaves just for hasted.
Yeah.
Uh, anyways, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, thanks for joining on Paradrafts. Thanks, everybody. Yes, you can win packs. You win packs of Urzas, which I've got.
Which
Just
we're going to,
chilling.
which you should sell now,
Yeah,
right away.
yeah. So, these here, which are all, add all to Active Trade Binder. But yeah, so thanks, Zoo, for joining. And thank you for joining, Gnome. I hope you all enjoyed the crazy Storm combo deck.
The nothing deck,
The
the
nothing
null
deck.
deck.
The nothing deck. Do nothing.
You have collected three nothings.
Nothing.